Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little, expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn you back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Come on in, y'all. I see y'all strolling on in here. Come on in, have a seat, kick off your shoes, have a seat, and make sure you like and share this video. Like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. We have one of our favorite controversial guests on tonight.
Hey, y'all.
Who is also the author of 4 books, about to be 5 books. And if y'all saw our video this morning, I did a little video this morning of some recent allegations that has been placed on Lavern that she was very, very, very concerned and upset about. So we have Lavern in the building with us again tonight. A lot of y'all know her from My Friend, Her Husband, My Man book that has been selling off the shelves.
Off the shelves.
Yeah, she's about to do another book, a part 2 on that same story. But anyway, please, for the people who do not know you, please take a moment to introduce yourself. You can tell about yourself, how you say it. I can spill my tea better than anybody else, so go ahead, honey.
Okay, so everybody know me in Omaha. I'm a household name there. So if a person say they don't know me, they telling a damn lie. They heard about me, whatever. You know what I mean? So I've been very controversial in Nebraska. And let me just say this. I had the #1 radio show in Nebraska for 4 years. Okay. So this is nothing new with me being controversial. This has just always been me. Like, people will be like, oh, she the Wendy Williams of Omaha, because people send me information. And, sometimes I put the information out there, sometimes I don't. So, a lot of people didn't like that. If I'm telling their business, of course they not gonna like me. But these are not people that I actually done something to, or really had beef or anything with. My beef was always, stem from me messing with somebody, dude, or something like that. It has never been me, again, like I said, stealing from somebody, doing stuff like that. I don't do stuff like that. It's always, again, being behind a man.
And that's what
in this case is no different.
In this case, it's no different, and we're basically in the same storyline since My Friend, Her Husband, Her Man, but it's been a little twist to what's going on lately. And I did the video this morning giving my little opinion of what's going on, but I want you to let us know where we are today and why you, like you said, you in your video, you do not want to see me come out the bag, and everybody was like, you out the bag, you all the way out the bag. So explain what recently happened on social media.
Okay, so yesterday I started getting all type of screenshots from people saying, the status that this individual made. Okay, a lot of people know that this certain individual, her child ended up passing away. Okay, I always said this. I've said this. That was a subject that I never wanted to talk about. I never wanted to.
Never did.
I did not say that. That's why it was so crazy to me when she went on there and tried to make it seem like that I was making fun of her child passing away, or that I was, making it entertainment. Ain't nothing entertaining about it, okay? And I was very upset yesterday. I didn't have the chance to calm down, so I'm not as upset as I was yesterday. And I did say some things yesterday that I probably should not have said, but I was angry because how dare she try to use her son's death, which she's done so many times before, and try to make me out to be this monster, okay? And now I done some fucked up shit now. I've always said that. I've always been open and honest. I've done some things. But for her to try to paint me in that type of light, I was not happy about that. I have done balloon releases for her son, okay? I've sent gifts to her and her family. I have done a lot, and this was all after her son had passed away. This was even after I was sleeping with her husband, okay? Even when I wanted to try to cut ties with her, he was the one that made me continue to, not made me, but he was just like, you know what, you need to continue this relationship with her. You need to continue to, even when I didn't want to do the balloon release the second time, she had sent me something that was like, okay, because I did it the first time, so she wanted me to do it again. I did it here from Oklahoma, okay? I did the balloon release, and never once have I talked negatively about her son. Now, what I did do in the book, and I didn't even really elaborate on it like I could have, I just left it brief that, her son was also drinking. Her son was also smoking. That's all I said in the book. I never said anything bad. That is a horrible situation, okay? And I felt bad for her. I cried tears for her. Although I was sleeping with her husband, that still did not take away the fact that I'm human, and it was a tragic situation. So when she went and did, and then she brought my kids in it. It's no secret that, I'm estranged from a few of my children. That's no secret. I'm very open and honest about it. That's why I say a motherfucker can't tell my story like I do, okay? It's certain situations that happen, and those are in my books. I've written 4 books. So if y'all want to know the story, I ain't about to get all off into it. Y'all can go purchase the books on Amazon. It's just that simple. But so when she was trying to, she be throwing jabs. And if you notice, and if you remember correctly, when she was on your show, she said something like, the person don't care about their own kids, or something like that, to that effect that she said. That was a jab then, but I let it go. I tried to be very, very, very sympathetic to her losing her child, okay? But she keep fucking playing she keep coming for me. She keep doing subliminal, just like that one day she said kitten heels, just saying little shit. And see, this is the thing, because I'm known for being messy. When I say something back and I clap back, everybody like, oh, Lavern, no. Y'all not seeing the fuck what she's doing. She knows exactly what she's doing, okay? She throws jabs and she throws rocks, and then she hide her hand. And then she's sitting there like, after I go crazy, I didn't do anything. No, bitch, you know what you did, and you know what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing. So she's trying to take the attention away from her husband cheating and then bringing it back to her son. Okay. I have never spoken ill about her son. Never. Okay. Now, like I said, yesterday I was really upset because she tried to say I don't love my kids. Okay. Regardless of what I go through with my kids, I love all my kids. And I did say that, I could still go make amends with my kid. I could still go hug my kid. I still can go, if I chose to do that. You know what I mean? I still have an opportunity to do that. And when I said it, I meant that in a way of when there's still life in a person, you still have a chance to change. You still have a chance to mend whatever it is, relationship or whatever. I still have an opportunity to do that.
So you didn't mean that as a dig, like you can't do that, but I can. You just meant it as, I can still do that, even if I might have a estranged relationship. It
didn't come out that way, but that was kind of what I was meaning, but also meaning, bitch, tread lightly, because don't bring my kids in it. Because at that point, I don't give a fuck. When you start fucking with people's kids and bringing their kids in it, I don't care if your kid is in a wheelchair, your kid is in a grave, your kid. Listen, you can't come at people, and then when they come at you, you want to just, oh no, you cannot do that. So that is what upset me. So
I was kind of shocked because not at your video, but I was kind of shocked that you came out the bag because it has been really quiet. I mean, for a moment you was making comments, videos, she was making comment videos, and then for a moment it just kind of was like it just died down. I mean, of course you're still going through court, she's still trying to drag you through court and get you locked up and everything, out of, you know, what people would say is just simply retaliation. But regardless, you really hasn't. Every time I see you come live, you up there doing your jewelry, you at the gym, you eating out, you shopping, I mean, you know, so I and a lot of people don't understand why does she keep, I don't know what to call it, like antagonizing you, or now, okay, let me say this. Mm-hmm. Somebody did say something like, we know your book's supposed to be coming out next month, right? Mm-hmm. And normally when
January 1st.
January 1st. And normally when you have a book coming out, you do a lot of advertising. Mm-hmm. So somebody was like, is this a way to, because she did get you blocked off of Facebook again, this time for 30 days. Mm-hmm. So maybe this is a way to just get you off of social media again, mm-hmm. so that you wouldn't be able to advertise your book to the masses, because she's never been happy about the book. Let's just say that. And now there's a part 2, a sequel.
Even though she the one that did the pamphlet, she did her book or pamphlet, whatever. I say pamphlet, but she did her pamphlet first. And then again, when I came at her after she did something, then, oh, Lavern is this bad person. Now, let me say this also, and this is just being honest, okay? I'm trying to choose my words wisely, you guys, because, again, this is a sensitive subject.
It's very sensitive because there's a child involved.
Yes, she's very calculated, okay? I'm going to tell you, she's very calculated. And what she does is she uses, again, her son's death as a way to get sympathy. That's my ice maker, so don't pay that noise or attention in the background. Mm-hmm. But she uses that and to try to play on people's emotions, okay? That's what she does. So you guys were under the impression when she makes statuses, she say, my child was killed by a drunk driver. That's what she said. So when a person says that, what is your thoughts? Let me ask you that. If a person say, my child was killed by a drunk driver, what are you going to think?
Well, I'm going to think that their child was out there, you know, driving around, whatever, and somebody out the blue or maybe ran into them that was drinking. That's what I would think if somebody told me that their child was killed by a drunk, or anybody. I mean, mother, right. You know, I would think that somebody maybe in another car, or somebody, or maybe they were driving with somebody and they didn't know, like they were drunk. I don't know.
This is the thing. What she did and what she does, she tried to make it seem like her son was just an innocent, and he was. Anybody that get killed or anything like that, and it's innocent, okay? But he played a part in that as well. She did not tell everybody that her son was a willing participant. Her son was in the vehicle with the person that killed him. Well, I ain't gonna say killed him, the accident. Okay, so they all were drinking. They all were at a party. Okay, him and all of these other kids. What kids do? Shit I done. I used to ride up and down Ames Street and drink and kick it with my friends. Okay, I did that as a kid. I'm sure we all probably have. Okay, so he was with the person, with these individuals. Okay, and that's what happened. He was drinking. He was smoking. Let me tell y'all something. It's a video. And see, I could have done this, but I didn't. Mm-hmm. I could have showed the video, okay? I could have showed the night that he passed away, how he was turning up, passing the bottle, passing the blunt, and all of that, okay?
There's a video out there?
She not, huh?
You said there's a video out there?
you know how people snap. It's Snapchats that's out there that this is what happened before the boy, they ended up getting, you know, into the accident. They were on their way to Taco Bell. They were going to go get Taco Bell, and that's when the accident occurred. She's not telling you guys all of that. She's not telling you guys that the girl, the girl who caused the accident, she's a vegetable. She's paralyzed from the neck down. She can't eat on her own. She can't do anything. Okay. So let's not just say we want to pray in all this for her and her family. It was several other people that was in that car. There were several other people. It was another young man that passed away as well. Okay. It was other people that was injured as well, not just her son. Okay. And so when she used to tell me, this is how y'all don't know that. When y'all look at people on social media and y'all just think man, this woman used to tell me how she used to go to the shooting range and the target, she would act like that was the girl. She wanted the girl dead. She would tell me how she would want that girl dead. She wanted the girl where her son was at. Is that a Christian to you? Is that a person? So who's the monster? She keeps saying, I'm a monster. How am I a monster? You're praying that this girl passes away. This girl has a child, okay? A child that she could never hold and be with in all of that, like we can with our children, okay? So her family is grieving too. Her family has to look at her in that condition every day as well, okay? So she's a motherfucking trip. That's all I can say. You know what I mean? And I'm not coming on here. I just want y'all to see the big picture of it. It's not how she tries to portray. Then she tried to say he didn't know those weren't the type of friends he would hang with. They very much was the type of friends that he would hang with, and that he was hanging with, and that he was drinking with, and that he was smoking with. Okay? I'm not trying to make this boy seem like no bad kid, because I've met him several times. Very nice, respectable kid. But we can't say what our kids won't do and don't do when we're not around them. Okay.
We didn't, like you said earlier, we didn't all done it. And
we didn't all done it.
Some of us still get in that car and be driving.
I do it. I drive. I go. Yes, I do it. Anything that could have been anybody. That could have been any of us. Okay. So I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is she tries to change the narrative of every situation. Just like she's saying that her husband was vulnerable, that her husband was not in his right frame of mind when he was sleeping with me, that her husband was grieving, and that it was my fault, that I prayed on her family. I didn't even know that woman. I didn't know her. How did I pray on your family? I was going to fuck your husband regardless. Whether the son passed away or not, it was going to happen. Me and him had already even discussed that. Like, y'all got to read my book. When you read the book.
So before her son even passed away, because I read the book, but it's been a minute since I read the book. And I do recommend people read the book. But like I always say, I recommend that you read Tamika's book as well, because you have to know how this all comes together. So I do recommend that you read Tamika's book as well. And I'm going to put both links in there, and then read Lavern's book after you read Tamika's book. So yeah, I'm still promoting her book. Because I feel like it's only fair that you hear it from both sides.
And you can't read me. I feel like you can't read one book without the other, because then you will see exactly. And I tell people, I'd be like, you got to read her book to see why I was saying the things I said, to see why this whole situation took place. Okay.
Right. So, yeah, you have to read both books. And I tell people all the time too, we've been doing interviews between both parties, the husband, for a while now. So if you start at the very beginning, the very first interview, the gaslighting interview that we first did, and just go through them, and you'll see the whole story, how it all played out. But what you're saying is basically, as you put in your book, before the child, may he rest in peace, passed, that was already orchestrated.
Oh yeah.
So it wasn't like when that happened
that was my time to get him.
It wasn't like he's grieving now and he's going to make this mistake.
We was go do it. We was go do it regardless. I mean, he told me from the first time that we met, that, you know what I mean, once me and him started conversating and all of that from the first time we met, you know, you guys, and then also she was saying Lavern is not my husband's type. This is what she was adamantly saying to people. Lavern is not my husband's type. He would never mess with Lavern. Well, you must not be your husband's type. And let me say this, just because people marry people, I'm gonna tell you this, and this man told me this. He said men marry who they need, and they fuck who they like. That right there make all the sense to me. That's the image he wanted to portray, having this woman at home and having this, you know, that's what a lot of men do. But he fucking on the motherfucking exciting one, the one that, you know what I mean, make his dick hard, the one that, you know, gives him what he's not getting at home. This is what a lot of women don't realize and understand. You could be married for I don't know how many years. You could be with a person for I don't know how many years. But if you're not satisfying them and it's something else more that they want and they're craving, you being at home with them every night don't even matter. I mean, I'm just being real.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
I see where you're going with this. But the reason why, and again, we really have never discussed her deceased son on this channel because I don't want to do, you know, I don't want to do that. I don't want to, I want to show some type of compassion, you know, and that's why we have never discussed him. We always go around that. We might say stuff like, oh, he made that an excuse for him to step out the bedroom.
Right.
We never really, you know, dove into the son situation because I respect her, you know, in that area. I really do.
Yes.
So, but what recently transpired online when you came out the bag was when she made that post on Facebook insinuating or implying or alleging that you have been making this like a laughing thing, a entertainment thing as far as her son is concerned. And I'm just, when I saw the post, because one thing about it, I'm gonna just say this and I'm gonna leave it there. She has blocked a lot of people who are friends with you, including me. She didn't block me. Like, she did an interview with me, and I think she got upset because I wouldn't remove the interview of her husband showing out on my channel and being disrespectful.
When she called you and asked you, and this is another thing, y'all. She's very manipulative. She called her and she said, well, we're grieving. Can you please just take it down because we haven't had a chance to grieve. But y'all came on the show talking about it. Your husband came on and now you want her to remove the video? She did
ask me to remove the video. And I was like, well, that wouldn't be fair. Your husband came on my show. You guys asked me. I asked you several times, are you sure about this? Because the way this story is going, are you sure you want your husband on my show? They was really, really like, yeah, I want to be on the show. I want to tell my side. And they didn't like the turnout of him. I mean, he just showed his ass.
He acted donkey on there. Yeah,
and so I'm like, well, that wouldn't be fair to remove him acting a donkey on my show, and then you filing charges on her, and I remove your video and leave her videos up. And like I told you, if you came to me and asked me the same thing, can you remove this video because I don't like how it turned out? No, because for one thing, YouTube is not a game to me. This is like my part-time job. This is what I do. I don't do this just for play. You know, I get paid off of this like almost every YouTuber, you know. We don't get rich, you know, like some YouTubers do, but still, this is not like, I'm not wasting my time just talking to you guys. You know, this is what I do. And if you ask me to come on my show and then turn around and ask me to delete a 2-3 hour video where I done spent time interviewing you and you want me to delete it, like, are you kidding me? And then on top of that, you pressing charges on the other person. So that is like, okay, we got all these videos with Lavern on here saying stuff about them. We're going to remove this video of him just dragging you through the mud. That's not fair. So that's why I didn't remove the video. But as I was saying, she was implying in her post that you were being disrespectful to her son. And I'm thinking about all the times me and you have conversated on
Yes.
and off of here, and I cannot recall one time we haven't even talked about her son at all. And so I made a post on my page and that video this morning that she had deleted your video that she had you blocked on Facebook. They removed the video. I had already downloaded it. You didn't even know that
I
I
didn't
had
even know.
downloaded it. And so I just had a feeling that she was going to get you blocked again. So I downloaded it and uploaded it on my YouTube channel this morning with your permission.
Yes, and I'm happy you did. Matter of fact, I was like, I texted you and was like, I hope you got that video, because whatever I say once, I could say twice. Had I said anything about him, I would have said, yes, I said it. I would have owned that. I own everything I say and I do. So when she was saying that, I was like, why would she say that? She know good and well that I ain't said that. She knows that. So that's, again, is another attempt to make everybody, people already don't like, I already got people that don't like me. So this is another way. And then she didn't got people involved, trying to get people subpoenaed to court that don't have nothing to do with this.
That they're trying to contact, but I just felt some type of way. And again, if this has nothing to do with me and my platform with the Hood Table, I stand corrected. But when I read her post and that line that said, one person not in Omaha, in parentheses, which is of course referring to you, and everybody know that.
Everybody knew that.
She said one person not in Omaha may have found it to be a public entertainment and convinced others to join them to this very day. And I'm thinking, who else could she be talking about that she thinks would make her the passing of her son entertainment? And I'm thinking, well, you've been on our platform many, many times. Was she implying that on my platform we have been making the loss of her son entertainment? And so that's why I made my post. And I'm like, I have never been disrespectful. I've never said anything. I never like the information you just shared with me now, like all this time, I'm thinking every time I saw her post about her son being killed by a drunk driver, I was thinking that they got hit. That's what I was thinking. Like him and his friends were just riding along and they got hit, because I really didn't really research the story. I was just going by what she was posting on Facebook. So for you to tell me that, and I know you didn't want to tell that because you could have told that a long time ago.
And I didn't want to say how all of them that was in the car, their alcohol level was above, way above the limit.
Was this made public, like on the news, or?
No, they didn't say that on the news, but I know, I know a lot of people that are very close to this. I have, someone that I'm really close with who is, close to the young lady that is, the vegetable.
Yeah.
She then what she does is, I know she got a fake page somewhere because she got me blocked. So I know she got a fake page somewhere. They are going on my page and they're seeing who's commenting, who's liking, who's doing all of this, and they're getting them blocked and everything as well.
Oh, wow. Well, like I said, I would have never got into this, but when I saw, because a mother grieving over her child is like, I wouldn't wish that on nobody. Like there's certain things that you don't even wish on your worst enemy.
Man,
you know what I mean?
My mother, listen.
For her to say that you're the reason, like this is what I keep hearing, is that she's saying things like you're the reason why she can't truly grieve.
Right.
And I'm like, Lavern's the reason why you can't truly grieve. What about your husband?
Man, listen, I just seen my mother. I just seen my mother bury my second brother. This is the second brother that we have had to bury. My mother has buried two boys. So for me to see my mother go through that, and then I know I haven't been through it, but I know seeing my mother go through this, it's something that can't be explained unless you have been there. And a lot of mothers that I know who have lost their child, has expressed to me. So I tried to be very, very sympathetic towards her. but she's making it hard when she's lying on me. When I did some shit, okay, I fucked your husband. Yes, I did. Okay. If I'm guilty, that's the only thing I'm guilty of. But her lying on me, trying to make it seem like I did this about her son, I couldn't contain it yesterday. I just really was very upset. And I
was like, oh, when I was watching the video, I was like,
as you can see, I'm very calm.
I was upset because if somebody lied on me saying that I was dragging a dead child or I was talking bad about their deceased child, and I know I didn't, and I'm not the most perfect person, but one thing I never did was talk about somebody's deceased child.
Man,
I might talk about some deceased people like Michael Jackson, because I do commentary on a lot of different things, but just personally attacking somebody's child or being disrespectful.
Yeah, she know that ain't true. She just want more people to hate me, and she just want everybody. She has stopped being friends with a lot of people. She have blocked and deleted people that she called herself being friends with just because they're friends with me on Facebook, or you know what I mean, all of that. Like, man, listen, that is so stupid to me. Like, that is so crazy to me. But she about to clean her page up, baby. Let me tell you something. You people that you think may be friends with you or cool with you or whatever, they are the ones that's sending me stuff. They're the ones that's telling me stuff.
No, that's what I was saying earlier. We got sidetracked. I might have went on a tangent, but we got sidetracked. That's what I was going to say earlier, is that when I was talking about how she blocked a lot of people that are friends with you, including me, she blocked me. And I'm like, you don't even realize that a lot of people around you in your circle are sending like okay, for instance, the video that she did when she was doing the cry baby on the floor. I had all kind of people sending me the video. I got people who ain't even in this at all receiving, look at this lady on the floor at the strut, and I'm like, what? Like, and not just that, but people screenshot her pages, her posts all the time. So you think you blocking all these people who are friends with Lavern and saying all these things on your Facebook post, and the same people that's in your circle, in your camp, they are sending this not just to Lavern, but to everybody in Omaha. Saw that video. People been talking about that video of her in the strut ever since it happened. And
that was too much. That was too much.
Video, like, what the hell,
man? Listen. Weird.
But I mean, not just the video, but I'm just saying in general, you blocking all these people who, and you can block whoever you want to block me. I don't care. It is what it is. I block people too. But it's like what you say on Facebook or any type of social media, they say it all the time. What you put on Facebook, you can delete it. 5 minutes later, somebody probably already got it. Like when
they didn't screen. Listen, they screenshot me stuff soon when they see it. It's just that quick. Just like she tried to delete. Now, did you see the one when she said, "If you want to fight, just say that"?
Oh, I saw that post, but she deleted it. But I deleted it. Post and she said, "If you just want to fight, just let me know." And I'm thinking to myself, maybe y'all should just fight.
Man, listen, I ain't got no problem. Listen,
will that solve the problem? Will it end everything? Will it stop the court?
Will it stop? Listen, will it stop? Listen, the thing is, whether I fought her or fought whoever, is that gonna stop the fact that I had an affair with her husband for a whole year and a half? Is that gonna stop the fact that her husband was licking my ass? I mean, I know I keep on saying it, but it's just the truth. And it felt good though. Y'all ain't gonna lie.
It is what it is.
It felt so.
And we are not making entertainment about anybody's child. We are not.
Is that your fault or mine?
That's yours. But we're not making no laughs. We're not making no giggles about, like, I want to just make sure I reiterate that. We are not trying to make this about her son. Her son just came up in our conversation because of the Facebook post that she posted on her social media. But yeah, that's somebody's trying to call you on Facebook, Lavern.
Hold on, because this probably, hold on. Oh no, this something. Okay, no. But anyway,
is it still ringing?
Girl, yes. Hold on. I don't know.
You might want to turn it off.
And these is people that I mean, girl. But anyway,
Right. Tracy not Stacey said, why is she trying to fight? Didn't she win? He's still with her, right?
I mean, you know what? I don't think she won. You know what I mean? You know, he won really, because if she was to leave him, she would get way more than what she is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She, you know, but anyway, that's on it. My thing is, I wouldn't give a damn if she stayed with him or not. The fact is, leave me the fuck alone. Leave me alone. Go on about your business. You still trying to put me in jail. You still pressing these prosecutors and all this and that. The court case has been postponed until October 14th of 2022. So I'm not even worried about it. Like, it's like,
dang, somebody really trying to.
Yeah, like, and this is somebody that I don't even deal with like that. So I don't know why she, you know, called my phone like this. Like,
well,
girl.
I just want to say, I don't know how much time you got on here, but I just want to make sure I say again that if I'm wrong about it being applied against me or my platform, making a public entertainment or spectacle regarding her deceased child, if I'm wrong when she said others, then I apologize for saying.
Well, we know for a fact she was talking about me when she said,
for sure. Yeah, we know.
What she say? That don't live in Omaha.
She said one person not in Omaha may have found it to be a public entertainment.
And then when she said something about my kid, she said that little slick shit about my kids. That's what really pissed me off. Like, bitch, listen, don't do it. Don't do it. You know what I mean? Because then I'm gonna have to go there on your ass. And then people gonna be saying, oh, you know, she wrong. Because I did still have people call me like, Lavern, you know, I think you kind of went too far. What's too far when you got a motherfucker that's coming for you? It ain't no, when a motherfucker come for you, listen, all bets are off when they start bringing kids in it. I don't give a damn where your kid is at this point.
I saw the comments, and not that I agree with what you said. Some of the things I was clutching my make believe pearls, but I did see the comments where people was like, somebody even said, "This is your PR," and I'm advising you to just stop. It was like, just stop. No, you're going too far. So I did see the comments in your on your video, people saying,
but what's too far when they come when a person that came for you? What's too far? You know what I mean? You can't, ain't nothing too far. You can't go too far.
If they're implying that you spoke negatively about their son, I don't know, because everybody takes allegations differently. Some people take an allegation, like people telling you all the time, oh, just let her talk. Oh, just let her, you know, put her post on Facebook, you know.
But when she lying,
just don't say nothing, Lavern.
But when she lied on me, that's what made me really just be like, you know what? Nah, bitch, you didn't went too far. I've been letting you say little slick shit and all of this. You didn't went too far. So, you know, at the end of the day, I just really want this all. After I release this book, January 1st, I'm
one of the first people.
Oh yeah, I already know. But listen though, I really just want this to go away. You know what I mean? I do. It's too much. This was, you know, this is really draining to me right now. Like it really, and the fact that
this how they say,
huh?
I was talking to somebody today, and I ain't gonna say their names, but we had a long conversation, and she admitted that when she first heard that I was doing an interview on gaslighting with Tamika, she was like, what is gaslighting? That book sounds interesting. That was the same, like, and I'm thinking about the comment Tracy, not Stacey, just made about me being neutral in the beginning, because I'm like, I didn't know anything about anything. I didn't know of an affair. I didn't know of nothing. And I just knew that this lady wrote a book about gaslighting. I didn't know that she was referring to you in the book, that she was calling you a stalker, that she was calling you crazy, that she was calling you a bully, that she was calling you a gaslighter. I didn't know she was referring to you. So that person that I was talking to earlier today, they was like, man, I wouldn't have even read that book till you came out with your book, until her husband came on the show and was acting a complete ass. And then they went back and read her book. So the point that I'm trying to make is, from the very beginning, everybody knows that I didn't know what was going on. So a lot
You
of
was looking crazy.
she taking her side, and she's Lavern, and she's like, I was very, very neutral, and I didn't start like really making my own opinions until she placed charges on you, and she literally seemed to place all the blame on you, and she stayed with her husband
and
so
didn't hold him accountable for nothing.
like, okay, you want to hold this lady accountable, but you still stand with your husband. And let me say this. That's your husband. That's your marriage. You got vows. You sign papers. You got a ring on it. If you want to stay with your husband, stay with your husband. That goes for NT-body out there, beating ass nigga on their hands. If you want to stay with them, stay with them. But if you ain't gonna make them accountable,
right? Listen, I done been married a few times, and my husband cheated on me. Okay. I still stayed, okay? But trust and believe, it was hell at home as well. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't let y'all see it, but behind closed doors, it was some beef going on. And I stayed, you know what I mean? And then, eventually, of course, I'm divorced now, but you stay. If that's what you want to do and you want to try to work it out, then do that. You know what I mean? I'm not telling nobody to leave their husband, but I'm also saying that when you don't hold your husband or your significant other accountable, then guess what? They're going to do it again. They're going to do it again. They're going to do it again because it was no consequences. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I didn't even care about that part. I didn't never want him to leave her from the beginning. I was just having fun. I had fun. He was the best sex I ever had in my life. I mean, I'm just going to keep it real. He gave me experiences that I never experienced before. It was a year and a half of great sex. Great experience.
Y'all done rewrote 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh yeah, listen.
On 50 Shades of Grey compared to y'all. I was like, whoo.
Hey, I did some things I never done before, and I loved it. You know what I mean? And I have not done that with anyone else. You know what I mean? So that's a tough act to follow.
Those are things, and I'm not throwing shade, but those are things that you can't just do with
anybody.
Like I was talking to somebody the other day, we was having a conversation about sex and bondage and BDS, we was talking about that kind of stuff. And I was saying there's certain things that you can't do, like anal, like chains, like scars, like handcuffs, and other things. There's certain things that you just cannot do with just anybody. You got to have some type of trust. And you guys were at it for like a year and a half. So when you say repeatedly, this was not just a fling. This was not just because he was grieving. You cannot blame this, keep blaming it on grieving. You cannot blame me, Lavern, for the reason why you can't grieve properly. One time, 2 times, I give you 5.
Maybe even. I ain't even go. No, but listen. When you making it a point
and gifts, plain tickets,
right. When you're making it a point to get away, when you're making it a point and you're sneaking and you're doing this and that, it's not that's not no greed. No, that's no excuse to me. Like, no. At that point, no, this is something that he enjoyed doing.
No remorse, especially if
this is something he enjoyed doing. This is something that he would still love to do. You know what I mean? That we would still be doing had no one found out. You know what I mean? And that was me on social media, saying little stuff and all that. And that's how people ended up finding out and trying to put the pieces together. If I had not done that, then, we would still be doing what we were doing. Okay. And I would still be enjoying it and loving it.
And
okay.
I wouldn't have known nothing about it.
And I wonder and this is the thing now what he go do? He don't got me. She definitely wasn't doing the things I was doing. So, and this is what I'm gonna say this.
Maybe she is now.
Well, she wearing red lipstick and stuff now, like me. Listen,
cry, baby.
Listen, she wearing red lipstick and stuff like me now. She doing, you know what I mean? She coming out of her little shell. So she might be over there, drinking a little piss and pissing on him and doing the things that he like. So you know what I mean? But guess what? At the end of the day, though, seriously. I don't think I'm ever gonna meet somebody that's going to, because I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that with anyone else. So
and that's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah, and he told me, he said, you will never find nobody to do those things with. And he was like, you're gonna always think about me. And do I think about him still? Yeah, sometimes I do. I'll be like, damn, I missed that dick.
And I'm sure it's vice versa.
Oh yeah, man, please listen, girl, listen. He missing this. He missing it, but it'll never happen again. But I gotta
after this. I mean, I know you done said it again, and people done asked you over and over again, but there's no chance in hell that he couldn't come to you. He couldn't apologize. He couldn't. There's no chance in hell that y'all would ever again. Like
never. I missed it though. I think about it. I look at his text messages and everything. Girl, I got some stuff in my phone right now. I'll be like, oh,
just get your juices running.
It do. I ain't gonna lie. That man, yeah, he was good. So I can't even lie. I can see why she ain't left him. You feel me? It was good, but at the end of the day, though, I'm over it. I done moved on.
Somebody said, talking crazy is one level, but talking recklessly about the same person's children while slandering them is a recipe for an ungodly ass beating. She had every single right to get in her dusty ass. I guess he talking about you had every right.
Well, at the end of the day, I'm just done with it. You know that? I'm just done. And for her, let me tell y'all something. Again, would y'all listen to this? Please keep the other families and the other people that was involved in the accident in prayers as well. December 14th, it was another person that lost their lives. December 14th, it was lives that was changed and will forever be changed, and people that'll never be the same again. That girl is a vegetable, okay? That girl don't even know what she's living in a life of hell. She's hell on earth right now. She's living in hell right now on earth, okay? So let's not take that lightly either.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because there were a lot of parties involved, and even though her son, again, rest in peace, and to the other people who were harmed or killed, I really truly feel bad, because when it happened, it was like, I think our whole community was like, wow, it really hurt. It really hurt, a lot of people in the community when that happened. So it's not like we've never made light of, we never joked about it, we never used it as entertainment, we never even discussed it, period, on my platform, like never. So that's why I had to make a comment about it on my Facebook page, and it is public so people can see it. But also, I really wish, because a lot of people didn't know exactly what happened. A lot of people didn't know the whole car was drinking and doing drugs and all that. A lot of people didn't know, that's what was going on. I really kind of wish that and I'm not saying you always got to tell all your business, but this kind of story, this impacts a lot of different families' lives. And maybe if somebody did speak on it and did, maybe talk about it, that could have been a book for her right there. Man, like focusing on youth and focusing on drinking and driving and focusing on drugs, and not making it just seem like there was one person who was the driver was at fault. That driver was at fault, but like people say, when you all drinking and driving, like me, we done it all before. I can't be drunk and high and riding in a car with my homies and they get me injured, and I'm like, it's your fault. Like, you were all drinking and driving and doing drugs, and I made the decision. It was a bad one. But I made a decision, because you could easily say, dude, we all been drinking. We all been, let's like, we didn't have to go to the store. We could have called DoorDash. We could have called Uber. We could have called. So, and I'm not making light of the situation.
No.
It probably would have, you probably could have reached out to a lot of teenagers, a lot of young adults, about that situation.
But no, she didn't do that. She wanted to say, oh, my son would not hang with people like that. Just like she's changing the narrative of what her husband did. She does that. She tries to change the narrative of every situation so that her family can look like this perfect family in all of this. That's what she does. But my thing again is this. I just want to clear this up. I've never talked negatively about her son. She knows that. And I think now, because I slept with her husband and she found this out, now she's trying to flip off. She wasn't saying that when I was having balloon releases for her son. She wasn't saying that. You know what I mean? And I'm going to say this. That's just like when my brother got killed. My brother, my first brother that got killed, he got killed by the Omaha police. A police officer killed my brother. So what happened was my brother had shot somebody, okay? When the police comes up, my brother got a gun in his hand about to shoot somebody else. So during this time, the police officer sees my brother with this gun about to shoot somebody else. So the police officer shot my brother. Now, guess what? Of course, I'm angry my brother is gone. Of course, I miss my brother. But guess what? The fact of the matter is, my brother did something that ultimately cost him his life. Okay,
so you can't go on constantly blaming
other people
police that they killed another black man and black
because my brother was doing something wrong. Okay, so we cannot. And my mother, I love my mother so much because my mother is so strong, and she said she did not blame the officer. That girl cannot blame that girl that was driving that car. You have to hold. Your son got in that car. Your son was drinking and participating as well. So we have to stop doing that. That's just like when people get on TV after a loved one was killed, saying, "Oh, they was changing their life. Oh, that person was such a good person." And here the motherfucking and did all type of shit in life. Then killed people, shot people, raped, all this type of, but this was such a good person. You know what I mean? We have to stop doing that and hold these people accountable for what it is. I miss my brother dearly. But again, he would still be here to this day had he not done what he did. And that's just that's the truth. So I'm not gonna let that one. And the reason why I was so angry, like I'm more calm right now. But yesterday, oh baby, I was hot. I was hot, but I had time to calm down and think about it. And you know, and I can't keep saying, oh, I have tried to make excuses for this woman and all that. It's no excuse that I can make because guess what? She's too busy making excuses for her husband. Now, has she been a look like, you know what? My husband was, that woman said that her husband was not wrong. That her husband, if he had not slept with me, he would have went back to using drugs. This is the
that was one of the excuses that he used when I interviewed him. But then it went from grief to drugs. Like he used you as a scapegoat for a lot of different personal issues. And that's why I was like, after a year and a half, you can't keep blaming it on drugs. Even if y'all only hooked up a few times a month or once a month or over that whole year and a half, it's still, you can't just keep blaming it on you were grieving or she was like your drug to you because you used to be addicted to drugs and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But, and another thing I just have to note is that, like, you can't keep poking the bear either. You can't keep poking the bear and then hiding your hand and then run into Facebook and
run into the police and run into the law, and trying to get protection orders and like let it go.
And like again, I said at the beginning of the show, everything was like all quiet. I'm seeing all your videos, like all your posts. Then over the last few days, I'm like, oh shit, what did happen now? Like I feel like if she wouldn't, like it seemed like I don't know, she's trying to get you to fight, like not physically. But she's trying to get you to fight so that she can get you. Because it's like, how many times have you been blocked just this year alone?
Man, listen, they go end up taking, if I get blocked one more time, because they go take my whole page. They go deactivate. You only get so many times of getting blocked for 30 days.
Like, you can say what you want to say, but then when you clap back.
I don't try to get nobody blocked. I don't go
get blocked off of Facebook. It's like, just leave it alone.
She don't play fair. She don't play fair. She come at me, but when I come at her, then you know she get me blocked and all of this. But it's all good though. You know what I mean? I'm doing other things with myself. I'm doing other things with myself, and you know I have to
see that. We see that. I mean, all I ever see was, like I said, you at the gym, you selling your jewelry, you sending out orders, you.
And let me just say this for bitches that was trying to say, people ain't got nothing. But let me tell you one thing, okay? I have a lot of things going on, baby. I don't have to come and tell every single thing. I'm about to end up. Okay, so I don't know if you know, but I had a massage spot here in Oklahoma. When COVID hit, I stopped doing massages all day.
I remember
now
that.
I'm back doing mobile massage. So everybody don't want you coming to their house. So now I decided to go ahead. I'm more comfortable now. I'm fully vaccinated. I got the booster. So I found me a place. So beginning of 2022, I am moving into my massage spot again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll be taking a class in Texas, okay, to do body sculpturing and all of that type of stuff. So, you know, this to add to my massages. And also I'm a licensed esthetician as well. So baby, it's plenty of things that Lavern does, okay, that I don't always have to tell everybody. Okay. So yeah, with that being
said,
on
top of you about to be an author of 5 books.
So. Yeah, so like people don't know what the hell I got going on in Oklahoma, and I don't need them to.
And nobody should always know what your left. You know how to go. You should never always let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. You know,
and she should be saying thank you to me because I didn't. You know, I inspired her to write a little pamphlet. You know what I mean? I've inspired other, followers to write little pamphlets and little stuff on Amazon. You know what I mean? Shit, I mean, it's all good. I ain't mad at nobody.
I ain't trying to be in either one of y'all pocketbooks, but I do know that the hood table has helped y'all both get some.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. And I thank you for that. I appreciate that. Absolutely.
And it's nothing like the same way I invited her on our show at the very beginning. It was to promote. We do it. We've been doing it. People have been following me long enough. We promote people in our community all the time. We didn't have nurses on here. We didn't have doctors. We didn't have authors. We didn't have daycare, childcare providers, teachers. I mean, barbers, rappers. I mean, a lot of people we promote on our channel like all the time. So that's all it was when I first met this young lady. That's all it was. I was trying to promote her gaslighting book, and it just spiraled. It was like a damn domino effect. Like people was like, damn, I didn't think that this one book from this one lady was gonna end up into this whole mess.
Yeah, it didn't just went crazy. It didn't just went crazy.
Yeah. But if there's anything that you want to say, one last thing that you would want to say to either her or to anybody who might be in a situation like this, if you want to promote your book again, that's coming out,
Hold on real quick. Hi, baby. This is my grandkid.
Okay. I'm gonna mute Lavern while she's talking to her grandbaby. But you guys, again, make sure you like and share the video, subscribe to the channel. And somebody asked me, somebody way back, I'm trying to go back through the chat, through the comments, but somebody asked me, Southern Belle 74 asked me, where can we find her book? As usual, I'm going to drop the link to Tamika's book. I'm going to drop the link to Lavern's book. As usual, oops, sorry, Lavern. You can go ahead and mute yourself. Go ahead. I accidentally muted you again. I'm gonna drop the link to Lavern's book. I'm gonna drop the link to Tamika's book. I'm gonna put them both in the description box, and I'm gonna pin them to the comments after the video is done. I'm gonna pin both of their links because you have to read both books. Mm-hmm. And she might be wondering why this girl still promoting my book, being she got me blocked on Facebook. But it's just fair that people read both books. And I'm not hating on this lady. I don't dislike this lady because she's upset at certain people that has something to do with this whole story. I don't dislike her. I don't hate her. I have nothing, it is what it is. It's playing out the way it's playing out. But like I said, I feel like if you just keep your comments to yourself or stop putting them on social media, then she wouldn't have to worry about you clapping.
Because I'm like an energizer. Listen, I'm like an energizer battery. Once you get me going, I'll keep going and going and going and going and going, and I won't stop. That's why, I hate when people do that to me. And then when I go start doing all this stuff and pulling out receipts and bringing, I could have showed some stuff today, and I'm like, you know what? Just don't even do that. Just go ahead and just say, you know what I mean? Now she starts some bullshit again, then I might have to just do that. But just leave me alone and go on, and that'll be it. That'll be it.
Well, oh God.
Now she wearing red lipstick. Why? Listen, now she wearing red lipstick and carrying on like me, just doing all of this weird
Oh,
shit.
somebody in the chat said sounds like she's trying to be like you.
Man, listen.
That's what Nikki said.
It's weird. Like when I seen that red lipstick, when people was sending me, then I wore red one day. Then here she come wearing. It's just been very weird. Regardless of what, you know, I cannot be duplicated. That's just it. And I gotta go. So I'll talk to you later. Y'all have a good one. Everybody.
I'm gonna put all your links in. I know you gotta go, so I'm gonna put all your links to your books and everything, your social media sites. Since you blocked on Facebook, I'm gonna put all that in the description box.
Okay. Well, thank you guys. Thanks for having me on, y'all. Hey, hoodies, and y'all have a good one. And yeah, I'm gone. How do I get out of here?
I'll get you out.
Take me out. Okay. Bye, y'all.
All right. Okay. So that's another discussion / interview / response from Lavern in this whole my friend, her husband, my man saga series. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. I hope you guys enjoyed the show, enjoyed the interview. I'm out of here unless somebody wants to jump on the link and discuss some of the things with me that we talked about. I'm out of here. I'm gonna sit around and watch some TV. I need to get caught up on Power too, so we can discuss that on our show. When are we supposed to discuss that? Saturday. But other than that, I'm gonna put her link to her book, and again to the first book, Tamika's. I'm gonna put both of those links in the comment section. I'm gonna pin it to the top. I'm gonna put it in the description box, and Lavern's social media links. I'll put that also there, so you guys can either follow her or you can purchase her book. They're both on Amazon. Both books, the one by Tamika's on Amazon, the one by Lavern is on Amazon. Both of them is on Amazon, and Lavern is due to release her 5th book, which is the sequel to My Friend, Her Husband, My Man. She's releasing that January 1st. So basically that's going to pick up from basically literally the affair being found out, the affair hitting the fan. It's basically going to pick up from there. Everything that's transpired, her going to jail, her getting locked up, her going through court, trying to not be sentenced to jail because her life is literally on the line right now. You know, she's fighting for her life because the other woman is the wife is trying to get her locked up for a very, very long time. She's put some charges on her, so so she's going to talk about a lot of that stuff in her next book, which is due to release January. And of course, when it comes out, she knows she's always welcome on our platform to discuss it with us, and you know, we can review her book and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, if nobody wants to jump on the link, I don't see anybody coming in the chat that they want to jump on the link and give their little opinion or their little commentary on the interview. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to wrap up, and I hope everybody enjoyed their night. I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Looking forward to the holiday, the Christmas season. I hope everybody is doing well, safe, sound. All I got to say is, as usual, stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times. Happy holidays and keep it hood. Bye. Good night, hoodies.